Texas A&M Kingsville one step closer to finishing a multi-million-dollar project that will pave the way for future music majors.
Our Stephen Cavazos shows us how the university commemorated the occasion with a topping ceremony.
It's been 20+ years in the making, and Texas A&M Kingsville is celebrating the near completion of their music hall here. You can see students leaving their mark for years to come.
It's a symbolic tradition that had the crowd cheering.
Oh, it's been a long journey to get here.
The final beam in place for a new music hall, now halfway to completion.
We're onto the home stretch to go ahead and get the building enclosed and onto the finishes.
The music department continues to expand. The solution? To expand the resources.
It is one of our signature programs. You go to any school district anywhere in South Texas, and you're going to find Javelina graduates.
The project now coming to fruition thanks to the support of many in the community.
It takes a lot of help from a lot of people to be able to get that done, and so this really is an investment in our future of South Texas.
With help also coming from the state legislature, the new facility will be 3 times larger, with new recital halls, 50 practice rooms, and even a recording studio.
These facilities will help us rather than hinder us, as has been in the past.
Dr. Paul Hageman, who sits as chair of the music department, an instrumental part in the process, with student needs being the focus.
Our students deserve a building that matches their abilities and their dreams. It's a great feeling of anticipation.
And the music hall is set to open in September of 2019, just in time for that academic year. Reporting from Texas A&M Kingsville, Stephen Cavazos, 3 News.
Awesome. Congratulations to them.